Hey, Dan Cucimillo here with NorCal Sports Network with a video on the Los Angeles Dodgers and the 25 season approaching. How will they perform this year? We're going to break it down and give you an analysis, my predictions on how the season goes for the Dodgers. But first, before we do that, let us thank our sponsor of this video, Chapman Law Group. Check out Chapman Law Group. Give them a call at 415-613-9483 for all your legal needs. Maybe it's a personal injury situation you're involved in, or you just need some documents. Give Chapman Law Group a call, 415-613-9483, and let them know NorCal Sports Network sent you. All right, guys, LA Dodgers 25 season. Everybody's projecting a basically, why play the season? The Dodgers are going to win it all. Well, not so fast. Let's take a look at the Dodgers a little bit in detail and see what's behind all this. And before we actually get right into this, guys, I wanted to mention to you tonight at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, we will have Ned Colletti, the great Ned Colletti, former Dodgers general manager, join us on the show tonight. So make sure you tune in for that. Ned Colletti will be here on NorCal Sports Network answering your questions at 8:30. All right. Dodgers, are they a shoe-in to go all the way to the World Series and win it? I don't think so. I think they're going to obviously be in the playoffs. I think there are some red flags to be concerned about. And one of those things is their health. Let's just take a look at their projected lineup and see what Fangraphs says about the lineup. Okay, so we look at the lineup here, and we have Shohei Ohtani, obviously, at DH. Now, the first thing I'll say about Shohei is he's due to be pitching probably sometime in May is when he will enter the rotation. And at that time, it will probably become a 6-man rotation. They, between days off and all the different things going on early part of the season, they may be able to get by with a 5-man rotation. But we'll see. We'll talk about that rotation coming up. But the lineup itself, Shohei, I don't think Shohei has the same production he did last year offensively, where he hit 54 homers, stole 59 bases, was tremendous, was MVP. If you listen to NorCal Sports Network for a while, I predicted Shohei would be the first LA Dodger to hit 50-plus homers. I figured he would hit, I think I said he would hit 55 home runs. My prediction was 55 homers for the 24 season. For the 25 season, I think Shohei regresses a little bit, and I don't think it's because he's regressing talent-wise. It's just physical performance. I don't think you can pitch and have to get ready for a starting pitching position every 5th, 6th day. I'm assuming it'll be every 6th day, and still have the same production offensively. So I think he has probably falls back anywhere into the 42 to 45 home run. That's where I'm projecting Shohei. 42 to 45 home runs for the 25 season. And I think his stolen bases will probably come down to about 40 as well. I see Shohei in the low 40s. I think he'll be a 40-40 guy. I don't see a 50-50, which was absolutely incredible, by the way. Think about that. 50-50, first man ever to do so. Okay, so now you have Mookie Betts batting second and playing shortstop. I think Mookie, the long season at shortstop, he's very athletic. Can he handle it? Yes. But is that a position of strength for him? I'd say he's better than adequate. I don't think he's Gold Glover at shortstop, but he's going to have to cut down on some errors. Freddie Freeman batting third and playing first base. He may miss a lot of spring training and not really be ready to go until right around opening day. So we'll see with Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernández comes back. That was a big move for them to get Teoscar coming back and playing right field this year, as they'll move Conforto over to left. But Teoscar, does he have another great year? I'm not so sure. Max Muncy, he's getting older. Does he continue to keep going? He's 34 and a half years old entering into the season. The Dodgers starting lineup is their first, well, I guess if you look at their whole lineup, they first 7 guys are roughly 30 plus years of age. Shohei's 30 and a half, Mookie's 32.4, Freddie 35.4, Teoscar 32.3, Max Muncy, the old veteran, at 34 and a half. And then Will Smith catching, he's just at under 30. And then you got Michael Conforto in left, Tommy Edman in center, and then the new Hyeseong Kim playing second base from Korea. So this lineup is going to be fine. And they've got some plug and play guys. If you look at their bench, they've got some bench depth. They've got Austin Barnes, Miguel Rojas, who can play backup at shortstop. Chris Taylor, he can play some short. And Shohei Hernandez can play some short. They can basically, all those guys can play positions in the infield. Barnes can play some second. Rojas can play around the diamond in the infield. So can Chris Taylor and Shohei Hernandez. Both of those guys can play infield and outfield. So I like the depth and the makeup of this lineup. The one concern that I would have if I'm a Dodger fan is the pitching. Let's take a look at this. Yoshinobu Yamamoto last year had some rotator cuff issues and had to be shut down for a couple of months. Is he going to be able to stay healthy the whole year? I think going to a 6-man rotation will help him. Blake Snell, he's probably going to have to shoulder the lion's share of he's going to be the workhorse probably of this staff, because the rest of the guys there's some glass there. I mean, no pun intended, but Tyler Glass now, he's kind of like glass. He's very fragile and gets injured quite a bit. And then Roki Sasaki, who really knows with Roki that they were recommending in Japan that he might need Tommy John surgery. And that's one of the reasons he left Japan and didn't wait to get posted through his full 6 years and come over here and get a ton of money. That arm may end up going. So Roki Sasaki, and then of course Tony Gonsolin, when he's healthy, he's very good, but does he stay healthy? And then you look at the rest of the depth of that starting. You've got Dustin May, you've got guys like Emmett Sheehan, who's out there. Clayton Kershaw, we haven't even mentioned. He'll be coming some point later in the season, after probably sometime in the summer is when Clayton Kershaw is available. I think this team is really built toward October, okay? As their slogan, built for October. I think the Dodgers really they'll coast into the playoffs. They'll probably win the division. I think Arizona, the Diamondbacks, could give them a run, possibly, for the division. I don't see that happening. I see the Dodgers winning. Their over-under is 103.5. I don't see him breaking the all-time record of 116 wins, the modern day, with the the Mariners, and I think the Cubs did it early on in the 30s or something like that. But the Seattle Mariners won 116 early on in this, late 90s, early 2000s. I can't remember the exact year it was, but I don't think they break that. I think the Dodgers probably win 108, right around there. And there's a possibility that the Dodgers, if things don't go right with injuries, if they don't stay healthy, it could be a problem. Now, they do have the resources to just reload and go out and make trades. So that's one thing that this management does. This ownership group, look, whether you like it or not, and most people, they either love the Dodgers or hate them. And, put me in the hater category. I'm a Giants fan. All right. But you have to respect what they're doing. Their ownership has an incredible desire to win. And if you're a fan, you have to love that. You have to love the fact that their owners are willing to spend. And don't give me this, it's not fair or whatever. Look, all the owners can spend. They all have money. It may create a strike, a work stoppage after the 26th season, because we could see, owners wanting to implement a salary cap because of ownership groups like the Dodgers and the Mets, Steve Cohen running away with this crazy payroll, and other owners aren't willing to go there. But you can't blame, as a fan, you can't say if it was your team, you'd be upset. So you'd be thrilled if you're a Giants fan, or if you're a Rockies fan, or a Kansas City Royals fan, or whoever, that your owners are out going and spending money and getting the best players. But I will say this, that baseball has done funny things. I've been watching baseball for over 55 years. It would not shock me one bit to see somebody knock off the Dodgers in the playoffs, because playoffs are a funny thing. Teams get momentum, teams get hot. If you're in a 5-game series, which the Dodgers will likely, that'll be their first series. If they win the division, they'll be in a 5-game series. If for some crazy reason they're in a wild card because everything falls apart, and let's say Arizona wins close to 100 games and the Dodgers only win 98 or 99, and they lose out and the Dodgers got to play a 3-game series, anything can happen. Now, in the playoffs, the Dodgers do have an advantage with their pitching because they are so loaded. But the biggest problem I see with the Dodgers will be health. If they stay healthy, very tough to beat. If they have some issues, and every team does, and this team has a history of injuries with their pitching, and if guys like Freddie Freeman getting older and don't bounce back as quick, and guys that they signed like Conforto don't have the productive years that they think they're going to have, and Tommy Edman doesn't have the big year, and Hernandez comes back, and baseball's just a funny game. Some guys have great seasons, and then the next year they don't. I mean, Vladdy Guerrero hit 264 off the top of my head, something like that in 2023. Last year he hit 323, something like 50, 60 points difference. It happens in baseball. So let's see what happens on the field. But I think the Dodgers are obviously going to be in the playoffs, but I don't think I'm going to pick them. I haven't made my final predictions yet, but I would not be shocked to see them get knocked off in the playoffs. They are going to have everybody gunning for them. Everybody in the country except Dodger fans are going to be rooting against them. It's going to be interesting. It may be like the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe they are going to be like the Chiefs and they win back-to-back, and then they go to their 3rd World Series and don't get it done. I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Baseball's here. Spring training's alive. I'm going to try and get out, as I am here in Arizona. I will try to get out to Glendale and watch the Dodgers practice, see if I can get some video of that. I was out at San Francisco's site yesterday in Scottsdale, put some video together, got some reports there of the Giants. So we'll see if I can get to some of the other camps around Major League Baseball, especially in the National League West with Arizona and San Diego, and give reports to you guys. So we appreciate you watching here on NorCal Sports Network. Make sure, the top right-hand corner up here, the official daily fantasy sponsor of NorCal Sports Network. Download the app, put in the promo code NCSN for a deposit match of up to $250 plus a free pick. It's a lot of fun, guys, and go ahead and download that. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We do really appreciate it. And don't forget, again, Ned Colletti tonight live joins NorCal Sports Network along with me and maybe some others. We'll talk to Ned and we'll answer your questions in the chat. So make sure to join tonight at 8:30. So we appreciate you watching this video, guys. Thanks so much. Take care, and we will see you on the next one.